Hey Scorpio, my name is Ray. Welcome to Ray's Tarot. This will be a general reading for December 2021. It might be about your career, your love life, or whatever is the most important message that Spirit needs you to hear right now. Please remember that time is fluid, and if this message does not resonate, be sure to check out my readings for your moon, rising, and Venus sign. Now let's get right into your reading. What is Scorpio's message? Okay. Third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. What is Scorpio's message for December 2021? In your present, you have the Knight of Swords. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You might also be a Libra, Scorpio, cusper. The Knight of Swords is a very chaotic energy. Things are moving quickly, and something might happen unexpectedly, which is why this feels so stressful this month. For some of you, travel could be involved. You could be making a really big move or traveling for work. Or there might be a problem with a vacation. But I feel like for some of you, this could be somebody coming at you out of the blue. And there might be a conflict involved here. Again, I feel like this happens unexpectedly. This person comes at you out of nowhere. It might be a conflict with a family member or a friend or even a current relationship partner. For some of you, it might be a past person coming around to just like rain on your parade. For some of you, this could be a conflict at work, especially with that really stressful anxiety message. You might feel like you're having trouble keeping up this month. In your crossing, you have the Four of Swords. Again, I feel like December is moving very quickly for you, Scorpio, and it's important that you put your priorities first, that you take care of yourself right now, because you're in a very stressful energy with that Knight of Swords. Remember to relax, remember to take breaks, okay, especially if this is about your work life. Things are picking up, you might be balancing multiple projects. For some of you, if this is about a relationship, or if there's another person involved, especially with that conflict message that I'm hearing, the two of you might need to kind of take a break, okay? Take a time out, cool down a little bit so that you can think about this. For some of you, I'm also hearing that this is a new connection that's moving way too fast for you. This person kind of pops up out of the blue unexpectedly. You didn't expect to be so attracted to them. And it feels like the relationship is moving a little bit too quickly for you, and that's scaring you. It's okay to ask this person to slow down a bit, okay? Your paces need to match. You should both feel comfortable with where you're heading. But I feel like there's a lot of passion and emotion involved in this connection, which is why that feels a little overwhelming. Because I feel like you feel, and it could be both of you, so take it how it resonates. Somebody feels very powerfully connected to this person. There's a very deep, intense emotion involved here, especially with that third chakra card, which is about, emotional desire, life force energy. For some of you, this could be a very physical relationship as well, which might be why it feels like it's moving too quickly for you. At your base, you have the Ace of Wands. So the good news is there's a new beginning on offer here. And it could be a very passionate new beginning in business, a new career opportunity, a new job, something that you're very passionate about. This chaotic life force energy could be a sense of renewed personal passion. ambition, motivation, drive, willpower, work ethic. But again, if this is about a connection, I feel like for some of you, this is a very intense physical relationship. You might be extremely physically attracted to this person. And this might even just be like a sex-based connection. Like as a side message for some of you, this might actually just be like you getting involved in like a friends with benefits, casual sex kind of arrangement, and there's no real emotion involved. And that's why I'm hearing like this is intensely passionate. In your past, you have the King of Swords. This is more air energy. So I am seeing that chaotic energy calm down a little bit, because the Knight of Swords is very chaotic, but the King of Swords is more structured. So if this is about your career, things will eventually balance out. You just kind of have to go through it right now in order to get to the other side. But the King of Swords is also very rational. They keep a level head. They make smart business decisions. So again, things might feel a little crazy, a little topsy-turvy right now, but you can handle it, because you're growing from the Knight of Swords to the King of Swords. And again, for some of you, if this is about a connection, it feels like this relationship is growing. It might start off as something very physical, something very casual, just like a hookup situation, especially because the Knight is known as the player figure in the tarot. But this person could be going through an upgrade, because again, I'm seeing growth from the Knight to the King. So for some of you, this could kind of start out as like a friends with benefits thing and then slowly grow into something more as you start to realize, hey, you know what, this person is actually really cool. We have a lot in common. We share the same interests. I actually enjoy talking to them and spending time with them. Maybe this could be more than just sex. But there is still that intense physical attraction there. I feel like that's how this is going to start. In your crowning thoughts, you have the 10 of Wands. This is another stress card, but the 10 is also the last number in the suit, which represents the end of a cycle. So you're ready to drop this burden. If you're looking for a career reading, it's just kind of like the ebb and flow of how things go in the workplace, you know? Some days you're going to be slower. Some weeks you might not have a lot going on. And then things start to pick up and suddenly it feels like you have everything due on the same day. Like that just happens sometimes. That's just the natural ebb and flow of the workplace. And it does feel like you might be in the middle of one of those really heavy times right now. And that's why you're kind of freaking out. That's why you have all this weight on your shoulders. But it's almost done and you're almost ready to drop that burden. You just got to push through it. If this is about a connection, for some of you, this could be tied into your career. Like you might meet this person through work, which makes things a little complicated. Or for some of you, this could be like a dual reading and you feel like you're so busy with your career right now that you don't have time for a real relationship. In your immediate future, you have the 3 of Cups. So again, with all this chaotic energy going on, it's important that you take time for yourself, that you take breaks, that you prioritize self-care in whatever way that works for you. Because the 3 of Cups is about celebration. Okay, make sure that you're making time for your family, that you're still making time to hang out with your friends, or even with your person if that's applicable. You need to make sure that you are still happy, that you are still giving yourself time to relax, time to breathe. And again, if this is about a connection for some of you, I'm feeling it like it starts out very physical, and then it slowly grows into something more emotion. Somebody catches feels here, because you have a lot of passion to begin with that Ace of Wands, and then the intellectual connection comes in with that King of Swords, and then it grows even more into this more emotion-based connection with the 3 of Cups. So the two of you might kind of start casually dating at some point in the middle of this connection. It grows into a more structured relationship. In your hopes and fears, you have the 5 of Swords. There could be some conflict here. For some of you, it might be a difference of opinion with a coworker, or you might have a very overbearing boss. You might be dealing with a micromanager. And that could be causing some extra stress at work during this time when you know that somebody is very demanding, that you work in a very controlling environment. But try not to lose your head over it, okay? Again, try to prioritize that Four of Swords energy. Try to prioritize that Three of Cups energy. Because if you lose it on this person, that's going to make everything more difficult. If this is about a relationship, somebody might be resistant to the idea of a relationship at first. Could be you, could be the other person, especially because I'm feeling like this starts out more physical. Okay, somebody might be dealing with a commitment phobe. And I do think it will take some time for this person to realize what they have in front of them. Again, it could be you. You might be so focused on your career right now that you're like, no, this is just casual. I don't have time for a real relationship. Could be the other person. But somebody needs to wake up and realize, hey, the person I'm with right now is actually really cool. But this is going to get ugly before it gets pretty. You're in the middle of a very chaotic period. It's not going to be smooth sailing. Not at first. In how this person sees you, you have the Two of Swords. So the two of you are stuck right now. Again, this could be a personal connection or a business connection. But whatever this conflict is about, you're at an impasse. You're at a stalemate. Okay, you can't really come to a compromise. This person might think that you're the one who's being indecisive. That doesn't mean it's true. This is just their perception of you. But especially if you're the one who's a little bit more hesitant about being in a committed relationship, they might be waiting on you to make that decision. In your strengths and weaknesses, you have the Three of Pentacles. If this is about a career reading, the two of you need to start working more as a team, okay? You need to start collaborating, especially to get past this Two of Swords and this Five of Swords. And again, this could just be a period where you feel like you have to do everything by yourself. You have to do everything all at once because everything is coming at you at the same time. But once you go through that stressful energy, you're going to come out on top with this Three of Pentacles. You are making progress. It's just going very slowly. If this is about a connection, I feel like, again, some of you could meet this person through work. Or your career might be getting in the way of your relationship in some way. Somebody might be too focused on their money to feel like they have time to settle down right now. But again, this is a communication card. This card is about collaboration. Because this might be a more casual connection at first, I don't feel like you're immediately exclusive. So for some of you, what could be getting in the way here is that somebody has had their options open. And this person isn't really sure if they want to stick to just one person. Somebody isn't sure if they want to commit. Somebody isn't sure if they want to be exclusive. Somebody might just want to keep their options open to keep things casual. And that could be part of what the miscommunication is between the two of you. In your outcome, you have the Hierophant. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus, but the Hierophant is a commitment card. So this does have a happy ending, but for some of you, it might not come towards the end of the month, possibly even into the new year. Like I said, that you're in the middle of a very chaotic period right now, and things are going to get ugly before they get pretty again. But in terms of your career, you are going to see the fruits of your labor, okay? You are making progress. It's just slow. Because right now you're focused on everything that you have to get done, and it feels crazy. But you are committed to what you're doing. This is a very stable career path for you. It can give you the stability that you're seeking. If this is about a connection, there is a possible commitment coming your way with this person, but again, it's not going to be right away. Somebody is very indecisive about whether or not they want to commit. Somebody is a commitment phobe. Somebody is a little resistant to the idea of settling down. So right now it's just all physical. But the emotion might come afterwards. It might not feel like it right now, but this chaotic energy is a blessing in disguise. Because with that intense life force energy, that high level of passion that you're in right now, that's going to carry you into the new year. And it's going to bring you a lot of potential, a lot of abundance. Because if you can just learn to harness this third chakra energy, that intense emotion, you can use it to bring you better things. Like this commitment card. Can you clarify the Knight of Swords for me, please? Can you clarify the Ten of Wands for me, please? Can you clarify the Five of Swords for me, please? Clarifying the Knight of Swords is the Six of Pentacles. So again, things might feel chaotic right now, but there is money coming in. You are going to see the results. You are going to see the fruits of your labor. But there is flow here. There is prosperity here. And again, if this is about a connection, there is potential for that giving and receiving, that emotional balance, that sense of equality. I feel like somebody is just very focused on other things right now. Clarifying the Ten of Wands is the World. This is another ending card, but this card is more about accomplishment, achieving your goals. So again, once you're ready to drop that burden, you're going to feel so much lighter. And with that ending comes a new beginning with the Ace of Wands at your base. Clarifying the Five of Swords is the Nine of Cups. I really feel like somebody doesn't want to be tied down here. Some of you might decide to cut this person off altogether and just focus on your emotional independence. Focus on your confidence. Keep pursuing your money. But for those of you who really want a chance with this person, if you stick it out, there is potential for this to come true. But it's not going to be without conflict. Okay, Scorpio, I feel like your message has been received. Comment down below if this reading resonates with you and let me know what your situation is about. I do read the comments and will be liking and responding. Don't forget to like this video and click that subscribe button. That helps me a lot. If you want to join the fam, you can click that bell to be notified every time I post. You can now also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, where I will be posting announcements about new tarot readings. All of those links are in the description box below. Either way, I'll see you here again at Raise Tarot. See you later.